in the northern part of Ghana, it's one long rainy season. So there's a little different. But we have a report for you from our colleague Fred Duho on floods in Ghana and the onset of the rainy season. Let's take a look at this report.
After an hour of rains, some homes at Ogbojo in the Adenta municipality got flooded.
This is a well-constructed road, very beautifully tarred, but with poor drainage system, and that has caused flooding onto the road and it's entering a number of homes.
Some residents who spoke to City News are blaming the contractor who worked on the roads in the vicinity for the incident.
The shortage here is very, very bad. But of the water is very, very small. If you watch the whole around Ogbojo, the water is passing here, but the water is very, very small. But within short time, everything is gone.
So how long have you been living here?
I'm here almost since 2002. Very, very, if they rain, this one is very, very small. Sometimes it used to come more than this one. But within short time, it went off. Anytime we didn't hear any bad news here. Within short time, the water is gone. But sometimes rubbish, boiler, everything used to enter. But within short time, it's gone. Yeah.
So what do you think must be done about this particular drainage?
This drainage is very, very small. The contractor do this drainage. You see, say this one, he say big with that. But if we were there, yeah, this one, is very, very small. Unless very, very big water can contain this thing. But because of here is sloping, within short time, the water is very, very gone.
Sensota, gota no ye mape, nan so no kwa na abafie. Nti na obehu se anka ebanu efri ha se ana abu abafie nti na ma 2 block ewo gota no so saa de kono. Nti se ade nso no to se na gota ni nyina ye ma. Aha de no na de efri abonti no na abafie ti se gota no asa ansana we beko.
At the Ofanko barrier in the North municipality, the situation was worse because of choked drains. Some residents also expressed their frustration.
And there is a main gutter just behind this filling station over here. That the waters that are coming from this link and from the other link, they're supposed to go connect to that place. But because of the filling station, so the waters are unable to go. When you complain, no one seems to come to our aid. No one seems to care.
It rained for just 30 minutes. I was here when it started raining. My question is, what if it rained for 2 hours? What will happen to the people around here? So I've been here before. In 2004, we were working just here. Where the cars are loading. I was working there and the situation wasn't like this. My question is, what happened this time? This time that we have a very nice place, nice atmosphere. Anytime it rains for 10 minutes, there will be a problem here. And there's not a proper drainage system. Our gutters are choked. The sellers, this is their boiler. This is where they throw their garbages. Anything they gather after selling, they pack everything inside the gutters.
I've been here for like 6 months, and I was living in a place that you won't see this kind of things. And my 6 months living here in Ofanko, the little thing I've come to realize that it's not all about the government. The government do their possible best to construct roads like this, and I think it's our mandate as citizens to protect what the government is doing. My little observations that I've had here at Ofanko is the people, when I say the people, I mean the citizens who live here are too dirty. They don't care that when it's raining, they will take their refuse to pour into the waters and the gutters. And when it choke and the whole place is flooded now, they seem go back blaming it on the government.
The bad nature of the Santor to Ejekojo roads remain a challenge to drivers anytime it rains.
According to residents here, the situation wasn't like this, but ever since the road was constructed and the drainage system was a bit narrowed, that has actually forced the water to overflow its bank into their homes, and they have to endure this situation anytime it rains.
It's sunny. The whole country.
Ghana, we are like a bunch of comedians.
It's just chaos.
Look, it's,
This is like the annual. So you said that you just talked about major, minor releases.
Yeah.
We have an annual mantra, or that we should call like annual nursery rhyme. This.
Yeah.
Our gutters are choked.
Yeah.
Our road gets flooded.
Yeah.
Every year we're going to hear the same thing.
So here's the way there's more traveling around that I have traveled. I've noticed something.
Yes.
Everywhere that is beautiful in this world, including places in Ghana, that we like to visit because the place is nice
and clean
and
organized
and structured and orderly, is because the few laws that exist, they are made to work.
I agree.
There's no place on earth that is beautiful that became beautiful by itself.
Well, you see,
it doesn't exist.
But there's also
the Dubai that we want to go to.
Yes.
The Kigali that we like to go to.
Yes.
It's because somebody is thinking about it and saying that the law here, if it's 3, all the 3 will work.
I agree.
If it's 5, they're all going to work. Not like Ghana. Ghana will do 100 and none of them will work. This is the problem that we have. And then listen, when we say that, when we go to, look, you live in the US, right? If the police doesn't, you break the speed limit and the police doesn't come after you, it doesn't mean they have not seen.
They've seen you.
They've seen you. Do you understand?
And you get a nice letter in your mail. Go and pay your fine or else.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you.
Yes, no, it's fine.
No,
because we've been allowed to do this for a long time.
To be fine. Because in those jurisdictions, there's certain habits that have been inculcated into the people, that even little kids.
The disobedience is because punishment has been delayed or absent. That's the reason for the disobedience. And the magnitude of the disobedience is the problem.
So are you telling me
it's like in every child, in every home,
a grown
if you don't allow
doesn't know they shouldn't throw
they know.
rubbish
Usually
in the
the chief of that, he knows. He knew. It's just misbehavior and the fact that he can get away with it.
However,
this is the problem.
It's distressing. No,
I'm annoyed. I'm very, very annoyed.
I don't understand this. Okay, so we're going to be speaking to someone very shortly from the Ghana Meteorological Agency, right?
Yeah.
To talk about this whole flooding issue and all of that.
Yeah,
so Joseph is the acting director of forecasting and synoptic meteorology.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Portafi.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, what is forecasting and synoptic meteorology?
Forecasting encompasses a whole lot of things: aeronautical forecasting, public weather forecasting, marine forecasting, agriculture forecasting. It's a whole lot of things. Yeah.
And that's so synoptic.
The synoptic is all over the country. We have about 22 synoptic stations.
What is a synoptic station? What is it? What's synoptic?
Yes.
The synoptic station is stations that take all the weather parameters every 3 hourly.
Oh.
Every 3 hourly, we take almost all the weather parameters in the world that pertains to our situation in Ghana, and then we relay it into the global system. We call it Global Telecommunication System, GTS. It is mandatory from the UN for us to do it every 3 hourly, 24/7, non-stop. So that is not synoptically, not data.
Okay, so from what you are telling us, it means it should be quite easy, maybe I'm using the wrong word, to predict what our weather is going to be like for your forecasting and your synoptic meteorology, right? But sometimes it's, for lack of a better term, it's a bit off. I mean, we'll get some information from the agency saying, oh, it's going to rain today or it's not going to rain, and then all of a sudden it's something different. So how accurate is the forecasting that we have here in Ghana?
Currently, our forecasting is on point.
Hey, are you sure, Mr. Portafi?
Very, very sure. Unless you can give me an example, a typical example, then that one we can go into it. Because when you look at what happened yesterday, as early as 7 a.m., we forecasted it.
Okay.
And we issued the weather warning.
Okay.
And I believe it came to pass.
That one came to pass. It's true.
Yes.
It's true.
So for us Our forecasting, if you want me to rate it, I don't have to rate it myself, but it's about 80% because we also do review. Every Monday we do review of all the forecasts we've done over the week.
Okay.
And we see where the floors are, where the lows are, where the highs are, and then we use it to check ourselves. We have automatic weather stations all over the country also that we can relate on to see the actual data that have come in. So for the forecasting currently, it's on point.
All right. It would be lovely to have you maybe for a proper discussion on this. But so from all the information you gather, how far ahead can you predict our rainfall patterns? Because we've noticed that climates are really changing. Okay, even our rainfall patterns are changing here. So when we were younger, you know, we used to know that, okay, rains are going to start now, they'll start here, farmers will be prepared. Now the rainfall patterns are not so obvious, causes a lot of issues. And even with our flooding and the rainfall that comes and causes havoc, maybe if people know, you know, ahead of time that, oh, it's going to rain here, might be this heavy, they can plan and prepare to avoid some of the devastation that we see when flooding occurs. So just give us an idea of how far ahead you're able to predict some of the rainfall and how that could actually work to our benefit.
We have series of forecasts that we issue. We have what we call seasonal forecast. And the seasonal forecast, we look at country in general, when we segregate the country into the country is about 5 or 6 sectors, and then we are able to predict the amount of rainfall, the onset of the rainfall, the amount of rainfall in that area, and also the situation, that is the end of the rainfall system in that area, and of which we did it as far back as February 20-something, if my mind is still right. Okay. And then that one is the seasonal forecast. Then we have sub-seasonal forecast. That one we give it to the farmers, that we do it every 2 weeks. We look at the models and then the data that is coming in, we do it for the farmers. Then we have a daily forecast. Then we have, after the daily forecast, we have what we call a nowcast. The nowcast is 0 hour to 6 hours. And that one too, we have started doing it. And these are the series of forecasts that we have been doing, we have been issuing.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, it looks like we don't have much time, but again, maybe we can delve into this a bit further because we would like to find out again how we can use this information more to our benefit, especially with some of the issues we have with rainfall patterns and flooding, etc. But thank you for joining us on Breakfast Daily.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right. So that was Joseph Portofie, Acting Director, Forecasting and Synoptic Meteorology at the Ghana Meteorological Service.
Right. Yep. Well, let's take a quick break. Breakfast Daily will continue with some more very important conversations.